Yeah, YouTube, this is my first guide ever, but hopefully it's gonna help people clear those contracts more consistently. Now, before I get into this, I would highly suggest you put in some practice, or you will just lose your contracts and keep dying. Especially if you're an Ironman, I'd like to help them complete those contracts. That's why I created this video, because a lot of my friends have been asking me to help them clear those contracts. So an easy way to practice is either you basically have to be on a normal account, otherwise you won't have the contracts to practice, unless you want to make like pineapple pizzas for the next 5 hours of your life. So I bought those catalyst acquisition contracts. You can see the terms here. Now you can do this in a solo, but I wouldn't recommend it because it takes much longer, and any mistakes can basically deplete your food. And the reason of that because Challenger will gain 50% less health and prayer. That means your anglers heal in 11, your Karams heal in 9, and your brews heal in 8. So the reason I have a brew is for the triple eat and can only heal at 27. I wouldn't recommend actually getting brews once you're confident. You can just sub them for hard food. All right, let's just talk about the gear setup. So I basically have max mage minus the ward because I don't have the smithing level. Now, so just get the best mage gear you have. You're gonna have to get some death charge runes and thralls along with demon bane and mark of darkness. So you want to get those runes. What else? So 4 restores should be enough, but I get 5 just in case my partner dies and I just have to solo the last part by myself. Right, this is for a pre-pot, this is for a pre-pot, 3 brews in case you make mistakes, and a forgotten brew, because if you brew you want to restore your mage back up. So that's for the gear setup. And SGS, you can spec the judge once every phase shift. Let me see if there's anything else. That's pretty much it. Just make sure you have your runes full. Anyway, we'll be jumping into the voiceover clip soon enough. Right? So first thing I need you to do is get those tiles. These are Kirby tiles. I'm gonna paste them in the description below. You can check them out and import them if you need them. Anyway, so difference in this fight is that Yama is gonna throw fireballs during the entire kill. The attacks are gonna be random, so it's not depending on the glyphs, whether he attacks with range or mage. He's always gonna attack randomly. He's gonna spawn more void flares when he does the finger snap. And at the last phase, he's gonna spawn scuffed waves, and he's gonna spawn 4 void flares twice in 2 different cycles. So anyway, let's watch this skill and I'll try to comment over it. Okay, so in this kill setup, I'll be the one doing the glyphs and he's gonna just be chilling, right? So that's why you're gonna see me run around all the time.
Every time I die, it gets spicy. I know.
So as you can see, he does fireball during the entire kill, and he does attack randomly, like range mage, but he does not alternate. And one thing you can see here is he's gonna do a special attack every 2 normal attacks. So that's 1 attack, that's a second attack, and now he was gonna do a special. In this case, we skipped it because Yama phases at 75% in contracts instead of 66%. So if he did the special, he was either going to do the shadow attack or he was going to spawn 4 void flares. If he spawns 4 void flares, I'm going to put that in the solo kill at the end to show you how to deal with them. Now, if you don't have the DPS to phase him, then you would have to kill the fireballs, the fire void flares, the red ones, and soak the blue ones once he does the shadow special. And that will soak the blue void flares while you guys deal with the red flares. Right, let's continue. Oh shit.
Yeah.
So that's just normal. He attacks slightly faster and he spawns 2 fireballs. You can just deal with him however you want. Try not to get hit here because, yeah, you heal very little in comparison to normal. And always try to keep your your pair high, because restore's only like restore 13 or 14 pair points. That's pretty shit. So P1 and P2 are basically the same. They're very easy. You just have to be ready to step on the cliffs and you'll be fine. Because he phases very early on, so it doesn't really matter what you do. Just make sure you're avoiding the fireballs and stepping on the cliffs and you'll be fine. Oh, right. The most detrimental thing is actually missing prayers. If you miss prayers, he can hit you like 60s, maybe above. So just make sure you get those correctly. Like pay attention to them. There we go, P2. See, I don't think I spec in this clip. Maybe I do, I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I do not spec. I could have spec'd here, that wouldn't have affected anything. I just need to make sure that I enter P3 with 25, oh there we go, I spec. With 25 special attack energy at least. Alright, so P3, he's always gonna, Yama's always gonna start with whatever colored glyph he had here. So in this case, I actually don't remember. Let me see. Right, he started with a range attack because this was a blue glyph in the beginning. That's how P3 works. If this was blue, he's gonna start with range. If this was red, he's gonna start with mage. Right. Right. So as soon as the waves spawn, you want to go back to this tile right here, the one I clicked on, the green one. Okay, and we're gonna do a big fireball skip. Kirby explains this pretty well in his videos. You can check them out. So in order to do a big fireball skip, as soon as a fireball spawns, you're gonna skip the wave and you're gonna run to this tile if you're the host. If you're not the host, you wanna run to this tile. It's slightly different, just 2 tiles apart. And that's gonna skip 2 fireballs consequently. And then he's gonna spawn 4 void flares at the same time, and you wanna kill, in a regular setup where 2 people know what they're doing, I'm sorry Rubbs, you don't know what you're doing, right? Each one of us are gonna kill 2 void flares on his side. So I'm gonna kill 1, my mouse is on the minimap, 1 here and 1 here, while Rubbs is gonna kill 1 here and 1 here. But specifically in this setup, I'm the carry here, so I'm gonna kill all 4 void flares. I'm gonna show you how to do it, and how to deal with the fireballs while dodging. Right, so what's important here is get your pairs right. So that's attacks with range. I'm gonna click this tile right here, you can see, and the fireball spawned right here, so I automatically dodge this one. I'm gonna click my special attack, click the first void flare, and then change to prey mage. Dodge the second one, click, click, and on the 5th one, you wanna run back to this red tile. So let's watch that again. Right. So big skip, attack, attack, change prayer, attack, dodge the 4th one, run back. Kill this one, dodge the waves. And then you want to go back to the red tile while chaining prayers, dodge this one. Right? Now he's gonna spawn another set of void flares. These are easier to deal with because there are no waves. Right? And after the blue void flares, we're gonna repeat what we did previously with the big skip. So we're gonna run back to this tile, the green one. So green tile, make sure you get your pairs right, big skip, kill the void flares. Right? Run back to that tile, it's automatically gonna skip the 5th one. Rob just missed a player and go play for a 69, nice. Right, and it just repeats. Once you get this cycle down, it's just muscle memory at that point. Now keep in mind, if this is your first contract, you're gonna struggle a lot with the P3 because it's pretty hard. Usually it's the same with all contracts. And there you go, he's dead. And I get my nice loot.
I'm nice.
Right, so that's it for the comments. Alright, so thanks for watching the video. I hope that helped. If you have any more questions, just put them in the comments and I will respond to you. See ya!